Hey guys, Burrito back here, and man, it has been a while. Anyways, you may be wondering, where have I been? The only reason you would care is if you were one of the few followers for the last 5 years. But anyways, I have been spending my time playing games, learning games, studying games, and learning how to play them well. And I have been binging. And who are these, you may be asking? These are R.O.Bs. Yeah, having 2 R.O.Bs may be overkill. One's already hard enough to get. 2 R.O.Bs is kind of overkill, so it's not like I would have any more R.O.Bs or anything. That's not important. What is, though, is that R.O.B is an important staple in video game history. Much like my dead channel, R.O.B was there to revive the dying industry. He hit store shelves in July 1985 as R.O.B, Robotic Operating Buddy, advertising as a toy rather than a video game accessory. After Atari caused the Great Depression on the video game market, many stores were hesitant to even have video games on their shelves. Nintendo had to play things smart and devised a plan to market their console as an entertainment system. As it even stands to this day, the Nintendo Entertainment System, R.O.B was the first cover-up to stray away from being a video game console. So how does this make R.O.B important? Well, in order to even get R.O.Bs on store shelves, Nintendo had to devise a further plan. Because remember, stores did not want to have video games on their shelves. So despite the good plans to cover up that the R.O.B is not associated to a video game, it was still persistently hard to get stores to take the R.O.Bs in the consoles. So Nintendo cut a deal with the stores. They would give them stocks of R.O.Bs. They would not make them pay a cent for that stock, and even with the leftover stock, they would not have to pay for it. But they would still make a profit. So not only did the stores not have to pay for any leftover stocks or even to obtain the stocks, they would also get profits for anything that did get sold. These were referred to as the test market R.O.Bs. There was a total of 10,000 printed, and you can identify them specifically by the fact that on their box, they don't advertise that as a deluxe set, so they are pretty hard to find. As you can tell with this win-win situation, the stores took the bait, and their R.O.Bs were successful. Nintendo's next steps to get R.O.B more famous and out there is they started a convention and they heavily advertised the event. The event sadly did not go as planned. It did have success, but it was not the blockbuster they wish it was. None of the media showed up for it, so that was the tragic downfall of the event. So where does that leave us today? R.O.B is most notably featured in Smash Brothers, as most people know, but he is also featured here and there in a couple games, but gamers don't even realize the extent of R.O.B's history. He was the Trojan horse that got us a new future, and most kind of got us in a whole new era of video games. Got Nintendo up there, let us get back to video games, and saved it all together. So, yeah. So, you may be asking, why am I making this video? And, I honestly couldn't tell you. I like R.O.B, he's a cool guy. It's kind of hard to say. It's kind of just like how hard he is to even control. You know, he is really hard to control. And I just went through his history. I could show you guys how R.O.B actually plays. It's actually a bit difficult, so you see these things. What is that? Whoa, sick. Gyromite. Does that mean I'm gonna get stack up? Oh yeah, I spent all my money on R.O.Bs. Anyway, let's play. Before we actually play, let me explain a little bit. R.O.B was supposed to have a total of 4 games. The only 2 ever released were actually Gyromite and Stack Up. The other 2 games never saw the light of day as R.O.B's popularity diminished before they even started production. To move on, R.O.B has many accessories. 4 AA batteries and 1 D, now that sounds like an unproportional lady. He also comes with his gyro holder, gyro spinner, and 2 gyros, and the button rails. The button rails need the normal box-like NES controller to play and acts like a second player. So let's hook this baby up. Alright, R.O.B, we got you hooked up now. Where's my controller? R.O.B? R.O.B, where's my controller? Rob? No, no, I have to use the box controller, like his. No, Rob, no, that controller. You want me to use that controller? Okay. Alright. Let's try it out. No. It works. Rob comes before the age of Bluetooth. So, how does Rob know when to move? As you may have noticed, when I move the corresponding controls, the screen flashes colors. Rob and the console do not talk to each other. Instead, Nintendo had to find a way to make them communicate despite the fact that Bluetooth and Wi-Fi did not exist. So using unique colors and the refresh rate of the CRTV, Rob would see the colors, input them into his brain, and it would translate into certain movements, and that's how he would actually know how to move, despite the fact he does not directly connect to the console. So you're asking me, what's the game? Well, if you could stop asking me all these questions, we would already be over. In the game of Gyromite, there are two games, Game A and Game B. Both games utilize the color-coordinated pipes to move throughout the level. In Game A, you would use the pipes to either crush the enemies or to open up new pathways so your doctor can collect the bombs. In Game B, you would specifically help the sleepwalking doctor make it through the level without getting crushed or hitting the little robotics. With these explanations out of the way, let's start with Game A. There we go. Finally got it. Well, okay. This is a lot harder than I thought it was. Well, that was round one. Let's see how round two is. It's gonna be a long one. Yes, despite how long the round was, there are more. To be exact, there are 40 phases to complete. Can I complete them all using the quickshot joystick? No. I'll try my best and see how far I can go before I go breathless. Stuck. Can't do anything. I wonder if there's something else I can try and do. It's like this game is so hard, and you guys... If only there was a way to make this game a little bit easier for me. What is this? A new TV? That's sick! Don't worry. Got this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get better at a video game. exhausted. No matter what I do, I switch to TV, I play with the stupid controller. I don't know what to do. I need some kind of break. It's 3D printed. Sadly, over the ages, R.O.B and his accessories become rare by the day, so with the aftermarket of over 40 years, pieces with their dwindling numbers ultimately become hard to replace. 3D printing is a good alternative for missing parts and are also a good alternative to not using official parts out of fear of wear and tear. With that, and now having it appear at my door, it is a great time to discuss the second game for R.O.B, Stack Up. Both Stack Up and Gyromite have what's referred to as the Big Box. Gyromite does originally come in the deluxe set, a single box and the big box, but Stack Up is sadly only with the big box set. This in turn has made it more valuable of the two and rare to find. Stack Up also comes with different accessories than Gyromite, as its game is played differently. With R.O.B's standard 4 AA batteries, this lady is more proportional. It also comes with its 5 platforms, 5 blocks in quotations, and his claws, which are different from Gyromite's as they feature soft foam at the ends as to not damage the blocks, so it is cross-compatible with Gyromite's piece, but not vice versa. As mentioned, this game does work differently. While Gyromite is making your way as the Doctor throughout the levels, this one works where you have to organize the block colors. What? Direct in this version actually works as a mini game on which you stack the blocks in a certain order. This also works out for speedrunners as you can spam the start button as the game doesn't recognize when you're actually completed the set, so you just click start to move on to the next level. Being a 1-player and 2-player are similar. You want to complete the rows in order to activate R.O.B commands while competing against entities, whether they are NPCs or your friend who misses you very much. Or my personal favorite, memory. Memory truly is the only reason to play Stack Up. You input the commands through the list above, move between the buttons with the Doctor to set, and once you are ready, watch R.O.B move and be controlled without your delicate touch at night. Alright. We got the game switch, I got the parts. I don't even need the box controller for this R.O.B, so let's... Where to go? R.O.B. You're not giving me the box controller, are you? That's what I thought. This one doesn't even make any sense. Like, would this one even work? This thing's so easy, I don't even need to play it.
Down. Open. Right. Right. Down. Close. Right. Up. Open. Down. Close. Close. Left. Up. Left. Open.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Okay. That was a lot of fun. But I think I'm ready to go back to Gyromite. Oh. Oh. Alright. With this new ROB, I am interested in one thing. I've always had the question. Does it work with the American cartridges? Let's try it. Where's my controller? That's odd. He's always there with some weird controller. Where did he go? Oh. Alright. Thanks. This time I actually get the right controller. Alright, let's test this out. Okay, let's try up his boot up sequence. Hey, seems to be working fine. What could go wrong?
Down. Down. Close.
Oh man, this thing works. It works! I didn't think it would. It's the NES version, the American, not the Japanese Famicom that this is from. It works. I guess we could just go back to Gyromite. Yeah, I guess so. Let me turn it off real quick. Alright, I guess we're done? Props.